Hello and welcome back to the Season 3 ECC playoffs, where now we're down to the lower final between Fair Esports and Yeet Ninjas after Yeet Ninjas went 4-1 down or lost 4-1 against Untouchables. So, very interesting match. Both teams obviously losing their games, and now a chance for a bit of pride here, becoming third place.
Yeah, so they'll be up against Fair Esports, of course, who did so well, I felt, in that opening game against Cypher Red, and despite having the series lead, they just all fell apart at the end. So I think third place, it's a good chance for both of these sides to really take it. A good little way to end the season. Get one last best of 7 underway, and of course, it will determine who's going to be the better of these lower two sides in some respects.
Yeah, indeed. As we a bit behind again, what kind of thoughts do you have on the game? Who do you think might win here?
I'm going to favour Fair Esports. They did fairly well in that first game. Haha, funny pun. No, Fair Esports, I think they did well in that first series. They got so unlucky that they didn't win that. They only needed like one game or one goal, and it just wasn't to be. So Fair Esports have got my vote.
Yeah, I agree once again. They just seemed the stronger team in that game one compared, to Yeet Ninjas, so stronger side in the two here. And they had a bit more play about them, they had a bit more teamwork, and Yeet Ninjas just seemed a bit, shaky, and they didn't partner up very well compared.
Yes, that's what I felt was lacking from the Yeet Ninjas side, especially in that last game. Just a little bit slow, wasn't quite what they needed.
Indeed, and as I think everybody's in and actually raring to go already, may as well get the map animation underway and get going in a second. Game 1 ready to get underway in this best of 7 once again. Fair Esports against Yeet Ninjas. Take it away, Louis.
Fair Esports will be on the... I'm tabbed out. They're on the blue team. Yeet Ninjas very early on. Almost had a chance there through jammed. Breezy will be knocking away the early chance and early pressure. Straight away, they're going to be rotating forward. Fair Esports want a shot early on here. And it's going to be jammed this time. Knocking it away and denying that early chance for the opposing side. And down the other end, it's just chances for either side going back and forth at this stage here. 30 seconds gone, and it is just going to be Nitro and Yeet Ninjas just trying to keep this ball alive and making sure their opponents can't quite get it. And going for a shot of their own. Quantum in the air, just going to knock it away with support of his teammate Hodge. That ball, whoa! What on earth happened there?
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky there. Fair Esports, Yeet Ninjas down off the bar in the end, and then the finish there actually from Quantum, as he couldn't flick away in time. And the opening goal in the series and the game goes to Yeet Ninjas, and I wonder what they'll do from here to keep this going.
Well, Yeet Ninjas, they probably will be feeling a little bit tired, considering they've had to play 5 games, including several long overtime periods. They've pretty much been playing an hour non-stop, and Fair Esports, I said this last weekend, Fair Esports, they've had this hour as a bit of a break just to really recover and get some fuel, get refueled. He's trying to make something happen. Hodge, though, is going to be equal to that, and Jam's just going to search for the ball here. At this point, it's a double commit, but it's a good double commit. And it was Quantum who couldn't deal with the ball at all. And this is some good pressure, really, from Fair Esports at this stage here. Can't quite find the shots on target. but they're keeping Yeet Ninjas in a bit of defensive state here. In the end, Jammed will be the player knocking it away as far as Quantum, who himself wants to go for a little bit of a aerial play. Nitro's going to be equal to it, and it's going to cut away that early attempt. 3:30 on the board, and it's still Yeet Ninjas with the lead.
Yeah, and they're still trying to get the clears away, trying to push forwards, and right now they're in the defensive half, but they do have the good clears, and it's seeming a bit cleaner than the last series, but no, they were going to do it at some point. They should have got their game underway in the Series 1 when they had a chance to push into the final, but nonetheless, Quantum trying to get forward here. Hodge away, and maybe with another touch, not quite. Jammed is out, and right now Nitro up high, able to potentially get a shot, but it's quite weak, and the clear is there. Ace back forward, and they're keeping the pressure on, they're keeping the players forward. With this 1-goal lead, they're staying positive.
Almost a chance there for Nitro to really deal with. Quantum did so well on the defensive end to somehow keep that out of the net. Hodge now going to start a counter-attack, but it's going to be cut short with Jammed looking to send the ball in the centre. There's players going forward here for Jammed and Yeet Ninjas, but they can't get in the best positions to really deal with their ball. They're waiting to see how Fair eSports really clear it away and trying to build off their plays and their mistakes. If anything, Nitro somehow got in the right position for that. Quantum will be unable to do much of that effort, and Quantum Duo still wants something to really spark to life here. Breezy's centre isn't going to be good enough, and it's Yeet Ninjas looking quite good defensively now, actually.
Yeah, indeed. They're keeping their defense strong, but they're also getting the attacks forward as well. They're managing to do both very well, and that'd been something good to do against Untouchables, in which they did lose 4-1 overall, but nonetheless they can take the victory here. It would be quite helpful. And the shot going in from Fair eSports there, sorry, was cleared away by Nitro off the line, and they're keeping the pressure on Breezy off the backboard. And with 1 minute 40 left, a goal here from either team will change the course of this match.
What is it today with Yeet Ninjas being in games and just being very low scoring games? It's either credit to the defense or just unfortunate from just their attacking plays today, really. Quantum couldn't retrieve or recover the ball at this stage, and now Nitro and Yeet Ninjas can start to push forward. There's a goal back by Hodge. That was well coordinated. And there's something back here at least.
Yeah, both goals so far actually being own goals here. And Jam just playing that into his own net. And I think it was Nitro. Or not Nitro, Quantum playing it into his own net earlier on. So, very interesting start. And really, who knows where this will go. Maybe more own goals.
Maybe more own goals. It's not something either of these two sides will be wanting to concede, really. I'd rather just concede a natural goal, not an own goal. Well, here's a chance here. Ninjas looking to push forward here. Quantum, I thought that was a little bit dangerous, to be fair, because I thought if the ball bounced back incorrectly, it could have bounced off him and would have been a double commit own goal in that respect. Breezy just going to make sure the ball doesn't get into the back of the net, and with Quantum's help, it's going to be clear, but Nitro is going to just be demoed. Doesn't have enough Nitro to keep him alive, and this is so nice by Quantum. Can't be Nitro, but that was a nice attempt, and the second balls aren't actually going to be on target for now.
Yeah, a bit of a messy attack there from Fair eSports. One's play actually from the first player. I think it may have been Breezy pushing forward, but then the double miss from his teammates couldn't get the goal, and I think Fair eSports right now should be in the lead. The Yeet Ninjas have their chance as well to get back into this with Nitro trying to push forward. Quantum out and to the right and into the centre here. Hodge can't quite turn it around, and Breezy onto the backboard down into the centre, and Quantum with the shot. Can he get it in regulation? No, he can't. No. Breezy's going to keep it up though and pinch it into the middle. That goes booming away into an overtime.
Well, at this point, Yeet Ninjas are probably not bothered by the overtime period. They've had it so many times today. So another time won't really be that catastrophic. It's going to be Nitro and Hodge trying to combine together to make something happen here in these early stages. Nothing really going to be ignited quite yet. And once again, Yeet Ninjas can clear and go for the attack down there. And that's a nice attempt by Ace. Went for literally one touch off the wall and wasn't to be, unfortunately. Clearance again by Yeet Ninjas at this stage here. Some pressure here being kept alive by Breezy. Quantum couldn't reach the ball in the air, but his teammate could at least. And Quantum's trying to at least get something down. He's trying to get the ball down into the D, and it's not quite going to be favouring him for now. Breezy, just going to keep him watching things for now, and Here's Breezy off the wall, wanting to make something happen here. Just keep making sure the ball's kind of kept on his team's possession, but it's just kind of dangerous at this stage here.
Yeah, indeed. And right now, Yeet Ninja's trying to get that goal. They're keeping the attack strong, keeping that pressure up. Not quite working out for them yet, but they're still going forward once again. The clearance away. It's a good clear. And might find its way back, but Nitro able to get the clear away. And a bit of end-to-end stuff here as both teams trying to establish a bit of teamwork to push it forward, which isn't quite working just yet. And now, Ace looking it down, doesn't quite work out. Quantum up and forward. Nitro redirecting it back onto his own backboard. Now Breezy into the centre, a shot not there and cleared away. We might see one of those overtimes where a goal does take a bit of time to go in.
Jammed wants the ball, trying to make something happen here for Yeet Ninjas, but there's not enough players really going forward here. And again, Fair Esports can kind of just clear that away. Yeet Ninjas will pick it up in midfield and look to try and press forward here. Ace a little bit too far away to really intercept or catch the ball, and it's still some pressure being kept alive here by Fair Esports, who are still find a goal back in their favour. Jammed in the middle. Oh, that's a great centre, great attempt. Hodge, how on earth he kept it out. That was well played by his side, and Jammed is going to re-centre it, and with 3 players back, it wasn't that convincing from Fair Esports on the defensive end, and trying to push forward. They don't have that many players pushing forward. They want to play this quite defensively, and it can be a bit of a risk in overtime especially.
Yeah, indeed, but when they do get forward, they're getting forward in numbers as well, and maybe the counter-attack strategy will work out. The shot from Ace, though, will find its way into the net with a 2 minutes 30 overtime, pretty much. Yeet Ninjas do get game 1 under their belt.
Yeah, that was only game 1, wasn't it? It's been, we've watched so many games today that I've just been starting to lose track, but Yeet Ninjas, in this 3rd, 4th playoff game, they get the first game in their advantage. Fair Esports, they've got a chance to really recover and make a comeback again.
Very close game 1 there. Yeet Ninjas, of course, taking that in overtime 2-1 with Ace's shot, but really, it could go anywhere from here, and maybe we'll see some more close games, some more overtimes, as it seems to be Yeet Ninja's favourite thing here.
They are really loving these overtimes, and I still expect to see like a couple more in this series, if not all of them. Breezy going to be trying to push forward in these early stages here as Fair Esports try and get some momentum and try to get an early goal in their favour. It's Yeet Ninjas on the defensive end who are doing quite well, but they can't really get it out of their own half for now. It's this good pressure being built on and being applied by the Fair Esports attack, and well, they still have a chance to really get the ball here because Jams is missing that. Ace can't get it. It's good 50-50s, and it feels like in these first 30 seconds it's not really gone out of the Yeet Ninjas half that often. Breezy looking for a touch, a shot almost goes in. Nitro wanted to keep it out, but Quantum a little bit too quicker for him.
Yeah, Ace's clear wasn't quite there, and Breezy onto the bar. A bit unfortunate there. Quantum, as you said, was quicker than Nitro there, and with that open net to play it into. Right now, Fair Esports with game 2 leads, and maybe they can keep pushing on to try and turn the series around early on.
Well, it's going to be Nitro looking for the ball. Again, lost it to Fair Esports, who are keeping up this momentum. Breezy just going to get bumped out the way. Means Hodge can at least recover and save the ball, and that's a setup and a half. Quantum's there, and it's again a defensive mistake which is going to cost Yeet Ninjas.
Yeah, and I think as we were thinking before, Fair Esports being our favourites, once they get underway here, they will be going for it, and right now Quantum and his team is definitely going for this. 2 goals in 1 minute, maybe they can push on for more with more defensive mistakes from Yeet Ninjas.
And Yeet Ninjas, they just have to play this a little bit more calmly and collectively. A little bit more coordination needs to be seen on their side of things. And again, it's another centre here for the Fair Esports side. Unfortunately, the ball not quite going to be favouring them, and it means Yeet Ninjas can try to clear it away. But Fair Esports at this point, they're keeping all these shots. They're keeping the ball in this side of the field, and we're hardly seeing any chances here. Ace, I feel like this is the first attack we've seen. It's a good attack. It's a good chance. Still not going to go in, and Ace really could have done better with that as Yeet Ninjas survive what should have been a really good chance. Fair Esports now trying to capitalise and try to go for the counter. Just not going to be on target, and now Yeet Ninjas have an easy chance. Ace still can't hit it in. 3 minutes gone. Yeet Ninjas had 2 chances in the space of about 30 seconds. Still not going to connect or combine with anyone.
Yeah, indeed, Nitro now pushing forward. Yeet Ninjas need a goal soon. 3 minutes left. A goal early will do them the good, but right now, Fair Esports pushing forward as a free. You can see one next to the other, and maybe it's not the best tactic, but it's definitely menacing to the opposition. And Ace up high, trying to hit the ball, can't do it. Nitro in towards the centre, and Hodge gets it away, jammed in the middle. Breezy away. Nitro with the follow-up. The rotation is better here from Yeet Ninjas, but they cannot get the shots going as the demo comes in, and the rotation at the defence is strong right now. Still 2-0 with half the game left.
Half the game left, half the game gone. Nitro wanted a chance and wanted to make something happen, but Yeet Ninjas, despite waking up and getting some more attacking plays going, they're still not on target, and Fair Esports defensively are holding up strong, and there's a good chance that Fair Esports could easily go 3 up here. Quantum just unable to control the ball at his favour, and Hodge is still trying to keep something alive here. Player running in, Breezy was there. Quantum still wanting to make a chance happen, and they're trying to keep this alive, but Yeet Ninjas will be surviving a massive scare there. Another chance, another pressing attack. Hodge taking his time, playing that so calm and collectively. It's going to be Nitro instead coming out on top. Breezy can't deal with that either. And for a change, Yeet Ninjas can now try and get the ball going forward here. Hodge is towards goal, but nothing quite going to be there. It's again another clearance. Nitro at the back. It's still 2-0 in favour of Fair Esports.
Yeah, and I think Fair Esports should have a couple more. They've had chances, they've messed up chances. But being 2-0, oh, what a shot. Oh, that's so close. But being 2-0 up, they're doing well to stay in the lead. And despite not getting the open net goals and getting those easy chances, they will look to seal this off and tie the series up here.
A minute for Yeet Ninjas to try and get back into this. A third is on the board here. Quantum's done it. Fair Esports surely going to close out this second game here now.
Yeah, indeed, it was a good first touch, good finish into the roof of the net. Not really the roof, but just enough over Nitro to get it towards the goal, and 3-0 up here. If they can keep this momentum into games 3, 4 and 5, or whatever happens here, and they should have quite an easy series coming up.
Breezy wants a 4th here. It's Far Esports really on top, really in control. Not Far Esports, Fair Esports in control and on top in this. Still trying to find something at this stage here. Ace though wants to have a little bit of a solo effort. Going to be cut short by Breezy's attack. Looking for the centre. Quantum was at least considering going for it, but a little bit too far away. And falling back, go far. Fair Esports. So Yeet Ninjas are trying to at least get 1 goal. And 1 goal would be something to work with. Ace, he's found it. What more can Yeet Ninjas get out of this second game?
Yeah, actually a great goal here from Ace, able to cherry pick that in, down past Breezy and Hodge, and a hard skill to keep the ball that close to the car and that close to the goal. But right now, 34 seconds left, it doesn't seem like they can turn it around, but at least right now they have a goal back to show for their efforts and might improve their mentality going into game number 3.
Ace looking for the ball, waiting just for the ball to come to his advantage. Hodge is just falling back, and Yeet Ninjas have to play a little bit more defensive again. Fair Esports at least were trying to attack for that 4th goal. Nothing quite going to be in their favour yet, but that's game 2 at least done. Fair Esports at least looking to start the series, keep it entertaining, and still have a chance in this series. It can still go either way, to be fair.
Yeah, indeed, 3-1 there. Very good victory, and their play was good. If they can continue this, they will good favourites continuing on here, but we'll have to see what Yeet Ninjas do to turn this back around. Game 3 here, about to get underway. I think Louis had to go quickly. I think there's someone at the door, so we'll take this solo for a minute or two until he manages to get back. But after that convincing win from Fair eSports 3-1 in Game 2, they should be able to push on here and keep going with the speed and the pressure that they had. Jammed forward, Quantum into the middle again, Breezy up high, going to be out ace onto the backboard, potentially. No, he will try and find the net. It's cleared away, and now Hodge won't get a good enough touch. Quantum up high, over 2, going for the shot, keeping it high, he will make it. Great play by Quantum. He's scoring a lot of his team's goals, and it's great to see here. It's a great play there to keep it high and take the lead here.
And Fair eSports are just doing what they did in the first game, keeping that momentum going in their favour. 1-0, as you said, in the lead. Yeet Ninjas again have to work with a bit of a comeback, and maybe just the fact that they've had to play for so long might be taking a little bit of a toll on them. Fair eSports, they're keeping this pressure and keeping this momentum alive here, and they're trying to make something happen almost on the net, but just going to hit the corner. We're just going to be backing away for now. Fair eSports just have to go a little bit defensive for now as Quantum tries to go in the air. He misses the second attempt. Nitro almost found that shot on target, actually. I don't know how enough that didn't go in, but Yeet Ninjas so unlucky not to be tied up on the scores. 1 minute at least gone. Quantum and Fair eSports just going to back away here because Yeet Ninjas are trying to get some sort of attack going, but all the attacks they get are just kind of being cut off and really rejected by Fair eSports' defense. It's defense in the midfield kind of holding up strong here. And Yeet Ninjas, they've got to come up with something new if they want to try and attack and get some goals going forward.
Yeah, indeed. Right now, Fair eSports just being the dominant force in this series and looking to be quite hard to overcome here. And now into the centre it goes, jammed on the backboard, struggling to get it away, and will in the end, but Breezy into the centre, ace out to the left-hand side, and now keeping it close to Quantum, back up high, being that solo player I'm on about in the T. We cannot turn it down, and maybe could have dropped that down for his teammates, but nonetheless they still have possession, they're keeping it together, and I think right now Fair eSports are playing really well as a team together. Their rotation is good, they're keeping the pressure up, and it's working out for them.
Breezy just going to be keeping watching things as the ball gets thrown back. Yeet Ninjas again, they were trying to get something going forward there, but it's still not really going to be working out for them. Jammed, just trying to go a little bit solo, a little bit dangerous. That was dangerous because Breezy took easy advantage of that. Not quite going to be a shot on target, but Quantum in that 50-50 challenge means there's a chance, and there's a chance for Yeet Ninjas. Breezy again going to be the player to cut it short, and once again Quantum's got lots of time to work with, trying to be a little bit too clever. Just hits the air, and the rebound effort not quite going to be in Fair eSports' favour. Yeet Ninjas still here, still alive, trying to get something here. And with a chance, with all these chances really going forward here, you have to wonder how long do Yeet Ninjas keep these balls out.
Yeah, and it's all down to that. They need to keep their defence strong, but they need to get going forward as well. They cannot hold the team of Fair eSports back for much longer. It's only 1-0 right now, but it could be 2 or 3 in reality if Yeet Ninjas didn't have such good defence when they have it. But right now, Quantum with the ball again, not able to take control fully, and Breezy playing up high with Ace, who does manage to get the shot down, get it off the backboard. Quantum can't get connection, and it's finally pinched away. And now can the shot come in from Breezy? It's a pass instead, and there's nothing to make of the efforts for probably the last 2 or 3 minutes at the moment, as no goals have been scored.
Hodge looking centre the ball as far as Yeet Ninjas, who can easily get a shot on the way. That's a shot, that's on target as well. Ace has done it. They've kept Yeet Ninjas in this. 90 seconds still to work with Fair Esports. They've had the better ball and the better possession, but one shot and one mistake has costed them massively.
Yeah, with 90 seconds left, who knows where it'll go from here. 1-1. I think Yeet Ninjas waiting for that counter opportunity. They keep scoring from just clears from their own half, and if that works out, then it's perfect for them. But Fair Esports could do a bit more here. They've had their chances, they just haven't been able to finish them. And Hodge on towards the backboard. Nitro does get it away, and now Breezy up high. Nitro out again, being that defensive player that they need here. But pretty much right now, with 1 minute left, the next goal should be the victor to make it 2-1 in the series and push the team on.
Do you know what we've not had in a while? Overtime. That could still be on the cards for these two sides. Yeah? Yeet Ninjas will be knocking it away. They might want to try winning it without overtime. And there's that chance. Jam's got it from Ace of the long range effort. It's a 2-1 lead for Yeet Ninjas. They now have to try and hold on to Fair Esports. They've had these attacks early on. They've had nothing since these past 2 Yeet Ninjas goals. They've got to recover soon, while Yeet Ninjas take the lead again in the series.
Yeah, I think right now Yeet Ninjas just don't want another overtime. Even though they've done well with them in places, it's, you know, not their favoured position, and they've got that goal. It'll prevent an overtime unless Fair Esports do get a goal from here. But 40 seconds left. Yeet Ninjas should be able to hold this out.
Jams looking centre the ball. They still want a third goal here, and Yeet Ninjas, there's nothing to say they can't get it. Hodge, though, trying to be a little bit specialist in the air. Can't outplay Ace, and, well, it will be a clearance for now favouring Fair Esports, but only as far as Jammed. His effort being knocked away by Hodge, and Hodge and Fair Esports still want to try and get a second goal to maybe bring back overtime. That's what they need at this point, just to keep themselves in this, and Yeet Ninjas might even be pushing for third here. They've got the chance. Quantum will just knock it away and deny the third, and if Quantum hits it quick enough, they could try and get something going forward, but I think there's nothing else here. I think Yeet Ninjas have just done enough. Just waiting for the ball to drop, and finally they do it, and they do regain this lead, or they get back in the lead in this series.
Game 4 here, about to get underway. Yeet Ninjas with the 2-1 lead, and they get another one here. They'll be set up for a perfect series win, which could be 4-1, but right now they need to get this win here to make it 3-1.
Fair Esports certainly not going to make it that easy for them. And the early ball, the early shot in Breezy's favour means, well, Yeet Ninjas have got a bit of a comeback to really make on game number 4. Game 3, sorry.
Yeah, and a great game 4. But yeah, a great start from Fair Esports. They want to turn it back around, as Yeet Ninjas showed them how to do it perfectly last time. And right now, Yeet Ninjas with a chance. Ace up high, Quantum away. Nitro up with the shot, but a double save from Quantum keeps it a 1-0. And Yeet Ninjas are slowly getting back into this. They're slowly recovering from their first series defeat to Untouchables.
Oh, there's almost a chance that this pressure's alive. It's good. It's Ace who's found the ball, and it's fair. Or it's Yeet Ninjas who have recovered to get one goal back in their name, and it's just what they needed. No one able to knock it away from the Fair eSports side, and it means that Yeet Ninjas do get back into this. Kick-off looking to be favoured here, and it is favoured for Fair eSports, but Nitro's going to pick up the loose ball, looks for the shot which has almost found the back of the net. Nitro is centred, and that was a hell of a sort of double commit, and that worked out for Nitro.
Yeah, and with that comes the turnaround early on, only 30 seconds or 37 seconds played, and 3 goals scored. It's been a much better game so far. Goals end to end, goals left, right and centre, and right now Yeet Ninjas playing well. They've recovered well after their first goal conceded as well.
Jammed, just going to win the ball in the air in these early stages. Yeet Ninjas are trying to get themselves a third goal here, and why not? Ace does have the ball, but he's just lost it to Hodge, and Fair eSports are trying to capitalise off this mistake. What a hell of a play by Ace as well, just to make sure that was fully cleared. Hodge with the man to knock it away, but at the second attempt to the left goes the ball, and the ball will be cleared. Fair eSports still just keeping watch of the ball here. That's Breezy going to be combining with Hodge, and the passes are good, and that's a nice little finish as well. There was no one back really expecting that from Yeet Ninjas. What a play and what a finish.
Yeah, and I don't know where the defence went there from Yeet Ninjas. Hodge, though, with a great touch, great composure there to finish that off. And only 1 minute 15 played, 4 goals scored. They seem to be battering goals in, as I said. Maybe it will keep going here.
Hodge looking for the ball, trying to beat Ace. Ace does come out on top, but he can't dispatch of Breezy for now. Breezy, a great little centre. There's no one there though for Fair eSports, so another missed opportunity from the blue team for now. It's going to be Ace able to knock it away in the air, passing it to his teammate Jammed. And Jam now just going to try and commit and try to make a play in the air, and missed balls by Fair eSports, so I could have given the chance for Yeet Ninja to get and capitalise, but it's just going to be safety for now for the Fair eSports side. They just get the ball. Breezy to centre it almost. Nothing quite yet going to be there. And Hodge, he is in the air. He wants to go for the second touch. Just not going to be in his favour. Fair eSports still trying to push forward, but now Yeet Ninjas are going to rotate and try to find something himself. Quantum going to keep out that little chance, and he can't dispatch of Nitro for now. Nitro and Yeet Ninjas can keep up this pressure. 2:40 on the clock. Still, Yeet Ninjas trying to find something going forward.
Getting the ball lingering about up in the air. There's no real clearance in. Nitro with the shot. Breezy managing to get it away from the line, away from the goal, and save themselves from going down once again. Going into the second half, it could be anyone's game. Ace with that touch away. Quantum with the ball into the centre, and with time and control, he actually gives the possession away to Ace, almost gifting it to him. Maybe just a bit of panic took place, and now Yeet Ninjas are going to get beaten out by Hodge. There's an open net rising, but Ace spawning on the perfect side, and now into the centre. Quantum with the shot. Wasn't converted, was actually blocked away, and now Nitro up forward. Get the bump on the goalkeeper. What a play from Nitro. Smart plays from him, and Yeet Ninjas retake the lead. That was a great goal there from Yeet Ninjas, a great finish. A great bump just to secure the goal.
Didn't realise my mic muted.
Oh, no problem. Good. But
No, I was saying that was a really nice finish from his perspective as well. So now Fair eSports are going to be pushing forward to try and retrieve something back at this stage. They need to get the ball in their control first, and it's actually Yeet Ninjas who have had a lot more chances. They've had 9 chances compared to the 4 chances, of Fair eSports. And well, there's some pressure being kept alive here. Jammed is trying to find something as Yeet Ninjas do press forward, and the ball still being thrown around as Fair eSports take control of this. Breezy's got it in his favour, is going to lose it, and that was a costly miss in itself. Luckily, though, at least Hodge was back to clear it away. Quantum still at the back end. They're all just kind of committing to this on the Fair eSports side to make sure it's cleared, and it's dangerous because Ace sending balls forward like that can cause issues for the defensive side, but now it's Yeet Ninjas down the other side who have to fall back and just play defensive. Quantum in the air, can't beat Ace. Nitro will be able to clear it down the other end. And it's an open net. Has that gone in? Not quite. Almost went in though, and it's another safe, another scare from the Fair Esports side. And in the last 40 seconds we go. Yeet Ninjas still on top.
Yeah, now Nitro trying to play it across, but actually pinching it across instead, and Ace up high, jammed with the follow, taking it over two. It's a 2-on-2 on the attack here. Ace onto the backboard, follow up from Nitro. Goal here will secure the game, and he does just that. A great finish under the opposition. And Yeet Ninjas could take this 3-1 here.
They surely close us out now. Fair Esports, yep. They had a good little run in this game so far, but it's been Yeet Ninjas who have been a lot more dominant and a lot more clinical with their finishes, and it's just what they've needed. And they might even push it to try and find a fifth, which would act somewhat as a consolation in the end here. Breezy can watch of things. Him and Quantum just going to try and link up together, and that's a chance just for the orange side to really work. We're just going to hit the top of the wall. Hits the back wall. Will be cleared. Quantum's got an open net. There's a consolation. Oh, it doesn't even go in. Fair enough. Yeet Ninjas win it 4-2. And they go 3-1 up on the series points.
Game 5 about to get underway. I just need to refresh the overlay because it doesn't want to work out here. So there'll be a bit of a lack of sound for a second. But nonetheless, Game 5, 3-1 to Yeet Ninjas. They only need one more win.
Fair Esports again. They've got to make a comeback if they want to win this. Yeet Ninjas have a good chance to try and close us out and try and go against both of our predictions. We both felt Fair Esports had done so well in that first game, and that's an opening start which Yeet Ninjas desperately needed. Ace has found a goal off of a chance from Jammed, and just like that, Yeet Ninjas get an early advantage.
Yeah, great composed finish just to finish off that open net, and Yeet Ninjas with a lead here in Game 5, being 3-1 up in the series. It's looking like they could take this here, and now they need to keep the pressure going, they need to keep it up, and they can't kind of let it slip here.
Oh, there was a bump down to Quantum Duo. I think it was by either his teammate or I can't remember who it was, but either way he got bumped. Could have been a little bit of an issue. Yeet Ninjas, they're doing good defensively. Nitro's got an open net. The second goal quickly secured here. Fair Esports, they're running out of time to get something in this series, and well, they've got to get something right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what quite happened there with the defense, but nonetheless, Nitro going through, getting that goal to make it 2-0 here. And they've given themselves a good base to try and push on in this game, especially 4 minutes left. Anything could happen, but if Yeet Ninjas do keep this pressure up, then they will take it, but they need to keep going here.
Hodge tried to ignite some sort of attack going forward. Nothing going to be ignited for now. Quantum will just be backing away. He's the only player in defense here for the Fair Esports side. That's because he was actually at the front trying to attack there, and it's just again the defensive hold which is looking strong from Yeet Ninjas. Yet again, Nitro going to combine well with Jam to try and get a centre in play, and that's a little mistake of a pass. Almost went in. Defense again holding up strong for Fair Esports. It's not convincing by any means, but at least able to knock away some of these chances. Nitro going to re-center it. Oh, almost went for the shot himself. Couldn't quite attach himself to it. And now Hodge just going to be rotating and falling back, and Fair eSports are trying to give themselves a chance of pushing forward, but with Yeet Ninjas attacking as they have been, it's going to be very difficult, and a third goal could be likely here unless some defensive clearance is made, and that was a massive hit, and that was by Quantum.
Yeah, now into the centre here, Jam trying to go forward to try and get another goal, and Yeet Ninjas are keeping a very aggressive stance. They're defending very high up, and that may be costly. Quantum going for the double touch, he will make it. And a goal back here with 3 minutes left. Fair eSports could have a chance here.
They've certainly got a chance in this, especially if Quantum is going to go up and do stuff like that. Yeet Ninjas, they can't put their foot off the gas too easily just yet. Maybe a third goal could help cement their place as the third place winners. Breezy, just going to be keeping watch of things. That was Nitro in the air, winning that little ball, and Yeet Ninjas could go forward here, considering the ball's in the defensive area for the Fair eSports side. Ace keeping the pressure alive, isn't going to be able to do a lot more as Breezy recovers the ball, but Jam's got an open net, finds the net, almost. I thought that went in. It was a massive save by Hodge, and a massive way to keep Fair eSports in this. Quantum keeping watch of things. It's going to fall away and halfway gone at this stage here. It means that Hodge and his Fair eSports side do have time for a second goal, but this pressure being kept alive by Yeet Ninjas, it's going to be very difficult to even get a second at this stage here, I think. And good defending. It was Quantum just diving into that to knock that away.
Yeah, right now, Yeet Ninjas still attacking. They're 2-1 up. They want to get more. They want to try and get this potentially final game of the series very much on their side. And Ace playing it forward. Jam not getting a touch though. Nitro has to recover there quickly, which he does. Jam's with a touch of Breezy and almost toying with the opposition. They're not allowing Fair eSports to get out of their own half, and that may be to do with the very attacking stance, but the bump on his own teammate didn't quite work out fully for them, and Fair eSports still struggling to get forward, but I think a counter-attack goal for them will do them good.
Quantum looking to get something in a counter-attack here. Ace just easily enough to clear it away, and it also wins that second ball against Breezy there, which I didn't think he would actually get. That was Hodge, sorry, trying to ignite something going forward here, but the attacks by Fair eSports aren't looking convincing enough, and now Yeet Ninjas have a chance to get a third. Jam shot going to be knocked away by the defending side. Nitro's effort, again saved by Breezy. Third centre wanted it by Ace, and that's a better centre, but this time there's no one for his team to work with. It's now picked up by Fair eSports, but easily cut back by Nitro. He'll be his first. It's a great touch. What a finish that was. It's Yeet Ninjas 3-1 up, and with 50 seconds, they've surely won this series now.
Yeah, great infield pass there from Nitro to Jam. Jammed with that side flick. He had the power on the pass, and all he had to do was position that ball perfectly, which he did over the opposition, being 3-1 up. It seemed like they should be able to take this here and now 4-1 in the series if it does work out.
Breezy and Quantum, they're just going to try and combine with whatever they can. If they get a goal pretty much now, they could get something back, but it's still Yeet Ninjas keeping up the pressure. They're trying to find a fourth. They really want to win this. They're not really giving Fair eSports that many chances to get something there, and that's a mistake in itself. Yeet Ninjas still trying to push forward. They're trying to get the ball, and Hodge is going to lose out. Quantum can't exactly easily clear it either. Breezy at least will be able to start something going forward here. It's Fair eSports. It's Breezy in the air, trying to do it all himself. Had some boost, but Jams did enough to at least knock and block the effort. Quantum's going to try and go up in the air, and that was a massive touch away on the defensive side. 3-1 for Yeet Ninjas. Breezy tried to get a second there, but I think that's all it now. Yeet Ninjas are your third place Division 1 winners of Season 3. Very unfortunate for Fair eSports, and Fair eSports still gave that a good attempt.
Yeah, definitely in there. The ball hits the ground. Yeet Ninjas 4-1 in the series in the end, and great play from them. They really turned their performance around from their match against Untouchables, I believe it was.
Yes.
Where they just seemed a bit, rusty as a team. They didn't match up well. They didn't get together well. But at least they proved themselves here. They proved what they could do. I don't know if it will really affect their position or their final position in the league table.
And you know what? Just like that, we've got time for a good little break then. So Yeet Ninjas, they finished third in Division 1. But now it's the important one. This is what you've all been waiting for. Cypher Red, Untouchables, they've done the hard work of making it to the final. Now one of these two sides will be in with a chance of going for promotion to the Champions Division.
Yep, so as you said, a small music break coming along, and I think during this I'm going to switch my batteries up because we don't want my controller turning off again. You know, that'll make some loud sound. So you'll have a small gap where there won't be any music, just small silence for a minute or so. Then we'll be back in about 5 or so minutes for the final.